Hello and welcome viewers and subscribers of AVG News. Olisi, the son of Nube, is my name, and here we have right, listen there. You are one of the people that have been heavily involved in trying to fight the harassment of migrants by a vigilante group in South Africa called Operation Dudula. And now there have been 2 court cases that have been very instrumental in, or hopefully instrumental in making sure that the harassment of migrants stops, especially going into the new year. Can you briefly tell us what exactly happened and how we got to where we are right now?
Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, depending on what time you watch this video. My name is Advocate Leah. I'm a member of Kopanang Africa against xenophobia as an umbrella group. I'm the director of Phoenix Foundation of Zimbabwe. After we had issues whereby people were being barred access into hospitals and clinics by the vigilante group, which is infamously known as Dudula movement, we took them to court, but it was not only them. The respondents were many, including the Department of Home Affairs, the Department of Health, the MEC for Health, and other stakeholders in the health sector. We managed to get a verdict which was it was partly saying that Dudula as a group of public people who do not have any official job are not allowed to ask anyone for identification, such as passports, IDs, and whatever identification people are using. It specified that it is only members of the South African Police Services and members of the Department of Home Affairs who had that right or warranted to do that. That was the first verdict. The second verdict was that anyone who is living within the borders of South Africa can access help at the expense of government. And then the third major one was that Dudula movement as members were not allowed to man access into health facilities. That was the first court case. Ensuing, the members of Dudula movement did not move off accesses to health centers. So we decided to take a further step and take them to court on a contempt of court, and we again won the case against them. In this case, we had actually specified that we are taking Yeoville Clinic and Rosettenville Clinic. As we speak right now, I'm from Yeoville Clinic. They are no longer there. The verdict was that they are not supposed to be there. They are not supposed to stop people from accessing health care.
Okay, and then the first judgment, if I recollect well, also ordered that members of Operation Dudula should stop harassing migrants or spreading xenophobia on social media. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yet we see them continuing to do this. They are always, every day, they are blaming migrants for a number of issues. They always force in the word illegal, but in actual fact, what we are seeing is that they are fighting every form of migrant. So what should people do as they continue to do this?
Yes, I concur with that, because they are hiding behind the fact that they are actually fighting illegal immigrants. Let me correct it there.
Yes.
there is no human being who is illegal.
Yes.
It is the prerogative of the Department of Home Affairs of South Africa to ensure that people are regularized within South Africa. And it has nothing to do with a movement called Dudula. There is nothing that they can do. Let's say, for example, somebody has lived for a very long time and has been contributing to the economy in South Africa. Now that person might get regularized. How does a Dudula movement, as a movement, manage to make that person regularized? There is nothing that they can do. So it depends on what the Home Affairs does to control illegal immigration, whatever that means. However, what has been happening on social media is that the people from Dudula movement post things. Other people who are affected by these things should not respond, because in this day and age, you should remember that people are creating content so that they can have responses and get paid for that. So do not assist people to get paid at your expense wherever they are your enemies. So I would advise people not to respond to that. Also, we've got the first judgment. If people find that Dudula movement keeps on repeating what the court barred them from doing, they should print out page 1 to 6 of the first judgment, take it to the police station, ask to see the assistant commanding officer, and open a case. The more cases that we open, the better when we take them back to court on a contempt of court.
Okay, and then lastly, there are other organizations that are almost similar in operation with Operation Dudula, the main one being March and March. What does this court judgment mean to them? Does it also give a leeway for people to also lay a charge against them and successfully win it?
Yes, it is only that the Dudula seems to be the protagonist in this issue, but the judgment actually says Dudula movement and its associate.
Okay.
And what we did when we opened the case, we actually opened the case against all of these organizations, including other organizations that are working with Dudula.
Okay. In case someone gets barred from accessing healthcare, what do you advise them to do? Where should they go first to make sure that this court order is effected in that particular area?
In effect, it is the nearest police station. However, we urge people to contact any member of CAX, of Contempt Africa Against Xenophobia, so that they can access the first 6 pages of the judgment. They take it to the police station because the police were cited in the case, and they actually hid behind ignorance. They actually seem not to even know what the judgment said. So it would help for the people to take page 1 to 6 of the judgment with them.
Okay. That's Advocate Leah, the director of Phoenix Foundation, who is also a member of Contempt Africa Against Xenophobia, that is CAX, explaining to us the court judgment and what it means for those that have been affected by the actions of the vigilante group Operation Dudula. Thank you very much for being with us. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it.